Hello, everybody, and welcome to session number 21. This is the penultimate session, believe it or not, for the Athenaeum Tabletop campaign. And today, we're going to kick things off with another warm-up question. But if I'm being completely transparent, I completely forgot to come up with a warm-up question today. So I decided, hey, player's choice. Let's do a player's choice warm-up question. And Joe came up with a brilliant one. Joe, would you like to share what the warm-up question is today?
Yeah, so for the warm-up question, what of the current interviews would your character like to participate in the Ready Persona 1 interviews?
Yeah, during the recording of this session, we are knee-deep in the finalist interviews for the following tabletop campaign, whom these players, of course, will eventually, spoiler warning, but not really a spoiler warning, who will eventually interact with in the crossover. So that is a very good question to ask.
So I would say, at least for Black Matter, it'd probably be Kyle's interview.
Yeah, okay.
All I know is Black Powder and Fondney would just be a train wreck. And Kyle's pretty chill overall, so I think he and Black Powder would have a pretty easy rapport, if that makes sense.
I'm going to split mine though, because I don't want it to be biased.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is actually Hales, with part of her story having a partner who's disappeared. Sam would be all about finding that, what happened in the real world. But because I don't want it to come off as biased as well, I also think that there's a part that I think with Sage's interview, Sam would be very in depth of digging in a little bit more, the variations. So I would go with either of those. I would be happy for Sam to participate in.
As a player, I would love to explore Sage's world. That is such an intriguing concept that I, as a player, would love to throw Frankie in and see how he would do in this kind of setting. However, I think if Frankie had to pick, I think Frankie, where he's at now, maybe he would pick to hang out with Baco.
Yes, I see that. Yes.
I think he would want to hang out with Baco,
Yes.
and they would have a lot of fun, fighting and just drinking and having fun. I feel like Frankie is getting to a point where he is he went to college, and he's just having a lot of fun with you guys, and now he's becoming his own person. I think he needs to hang out with Baco a little bit.
Baco would totally be like, yo, I need to get Anya Quickly's number. I need to get my hands on those pearls.
I don't know if this is more me or Tori would want to go into this world, but I'm just a huge fan in general of the World of Darkness. So I think that setting from Mark's world would actually be super fun to explore. I love vampires and werewolves and hunters, all of that.
For Star, because I did think about Mark's world, and Star would be like, well, this is just like home. Mm-hmm. So the other world I was thinking about, I also went with JoJo as well, because Star and Fondney together, like I said, Star would just mute him because he can't sing, but he can play the guitar. So Star would probably have a lot of fun with Fondney. And then the other one I was thinking about, and see, the problem is I watched all of them, so I have a lot of different perspectives, would also probably be JJ, the in-world version of JJ's world, because it was very beautiful and romantic. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. And also Shades. How can you not love that? So I would be a cross between the three. Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to Sue and Veed, what I'm thinking purely the character that they would relate to almost immediately, it actually would probably be Sora's character, his high school character, because they sort of have the same vibe, and his character's supposed to be mischievous, and I don't know, I just feel like Sue and Sora's character would be BFFs in some way. I don't know. Just a thought.
It's a hard question because there were so many good ones too. Like
Mhm.
Joey's, like Dave's.
Yeah,
I love
very-
that concept being flipped on its head.
Yes,
That's another one I would like to try too. But there's just so many good ones.
yeah.
there are.
So let's dive right back in. We are in Star's world right now, and I believe that we're about to leave. We are on the way to the abandoned radio station that supposedly Shepard tracked down energy in. So where do we want to begin? Are we beginning en route, or do you want to have arrived to the station?
So if we were on the way there, Star will be like, so how did you get assigned? Because Star's going to be looking at Shepard. How did you get assigned to tracking down energy?
Oh man, after you left, I mean, the whole situation with, kidnappings, and it just didn't sit well with me, and I've been really embracing, this new job, this opportunity that I got from Stormy, of course, and I've been super grateful about it. But I don't know, I just felt like if Star was here, he would definitely, tie up some loose ends, and and I figured since you were out doing your own thing, I kind of took it upon myself to just go, well, what would Star do? And then I just, started doing a little bit of digging and asking around, and people were just kind of mentioning that things were kind of happening at this abandoned radio station, and a couple people mentioned that they saw something that sounded like it was a description of energy at the station. But I couldn't prove nothing, and I didn't want to just randomly call the cops or anything, because I figured I would wait and bide my time. And looks like I got rewarded for it.
Star will look a little pensive and say, okay, so Davy Dills is still behind bars, right?
Oh yeah. He's pretty much been out of the picture for a while.
Star is in deep thought, and Star's gonna look to Sam and say, what's your take on this?
Well, I think doing the legwork was really smart of you. And I think that's exactly what Star would have done. I think rather than calling the cops, they've got enough on their plates. I think maybe we should take care of it, because last time, just as we were getting to the bottom of it, we were being pretty nice for you, Star, and I think it's time for a little payback on your behalf.
Star will also be like, thank you, but yeah, of course, most definitely. And Star is kind of like looking around to the others and saying, and holding Stormy's hand a little tighter than usual, and saying, well, how do you guys feel? Are you guys ready for this?
Star, I've been ready since we entered your world the first time.
So what exactly is the plan? Veed says, what's the plan once we actually find energy? What do we do to them? Oh, okay.
Crush him,
Okay.
just like that. We squish its head.
So, yeah, I view it as Star's Monster of the Week.
Huh. Good point. Star's gonna look at Frankie and say, squishing is probably the best bet. But the thing is that energy has a lot of files within her. Musical files, phone calls, etc. And if we do destroy her, I would like to get out her chip so I could get those files,
Oh. Do you just want to reprogram?
If I can. Can I be completely transparent with y'all?
Please.
Energy she was a gift from Stormy on my 23rd birthday. And I remember it was one of the nicest gifts I got, because these new little robots were being offered, and he found one for me. And Energy became more than just this robot that helped me. You know, she became like my friend, my confidant, my person I would tell all my feelings and secrets to when I didn't have anyone to talk to, when I couldn't be open about myself. And not that Stormy wouldn't listen. It's just sometimes you need an outlet, and she was that for me. And I know she betrayed me, and I know Davy somehow got her programming and was able to get her into my personal space, and that's what hurts most. But you know, this is really difficult for me. This is almost like, I don't know, like, Tori, what if your sister went evil? And it's like, it would be hard to say, I need to stop this, you know? So
small detail, while Star is talking about how Stormy gifted it, Taylor looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She's got this look on her face like but I don't know if
I just hold her hand.
Black Powder would notice it. I'm not sure if anyone else would necessarily notice that. She's
I mean, I believe we all told everyone how Taylor was involved in that, so everyone knows. So.
Right.
What if we like reset her? You know, like you do with a computer, you just turn it off and turn it back on. Maybe restore her from the beginning before she was bad.
See, that there's a good idea, one of the acromatics says.
She's a machine, right?
Yeah.
So, might be possible.
Is anybody here good with machines? Frankie, you've come from a tech place, but are you good at working on them?
I'm okay. I mean, is there like instructions?
If
Like, I can follow instructions. I could do basic computer stuff.
another thought, Star, if you wanted to try and save that bloody basketball, we could try and capture it and get it to Henry. He's pretty good at that hacking stuff.
That's true.
Yeah. Maybe we just shut her, like we capture her, we shut her down, and then we bring her to Frankie's world.
That is a possibility. She does have an off mode. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe if we can shut her off, get her to Victor or Frankie, because she does have a manual. And if we can extract it, because Star is going to be like, there are things in there I don't want deleted. Because she also has pictures, and then Star looks at Stormy and says, remember that time we went to the Kauai Isles and we had that amazing time there, and we both got like really drunk and we couldn't remember most of what happened? I saw those pictures and it looked like we had a lot of fun, and I don't want to lose that.
Try to reprogram and reset it. It'd still be a lot more fun to crush it, but
I have a feeling, and she looks at Black Powder, that you would have wanted to get a couple shots in before.
Despite me changes, I still tend to try and live by pirate code. This kind of goes against that. But I care about what Star wants. But if that thing hurts anyone, I'm destroying it. I'm not gonna let it hurt anyone.
How scary can one little energy ball be?
How scary can a weed whacker be?
Why'd you have to bring that up?
He has a point.
Making a point.
in the wrong hands, anything could be a weapon.
Taylor, because I know we all know the connection with energy. Do you know exactly how Deals did it? Like, did he buy her first and reprogram her? Did he make her? Because if he made her, then reprogramming might be harder.
Davy Deals, I don't think, has the ability to create something like that from scratch, so I'm almost positive he would have gotten an existing model and programmed it.
Okay.
Star will look at you guys and say, "Thank you for this. I appreciate this." And Star will take a deep breath and say, "If she does hurt any of you," his eyes are open, but they'll just be solid black, "I'll kill her myself."
Ooh. Star's got some fire underneath him right now.
Star's eyes will go black to normal and say, "Yeah, well, I learned a few tricks on my adventures."
It'll be at this point that you're going to end up, you'll at least see this radio station in the distance. So it's a bit secluded away at the edge of town. There's going to be this big giant like radio tower looking thing with like a satellite dish, blah blah. And it does look very run down. It looks like nobody's been there's like it's boarded up. There's like trash along the street where it looks like there was a parking lot of some sort and hasn't been kept. It's been run down. And it's pretty quiet though. How do you all want to approach the building?
Well, I definitely say we should split up and try to make sure there's no like escape route, because most fire codes at least require 2 exits. So if some of us go to the front, some of us should go to make sure the back door is covered.
And keep an eye on any windows.
How do you want to split us up, Star?
Well, Star's going to look at Black Powder and say, "You, Tori, and Frankie, and me, Sam, Veed," and then Star's also going to say, "Shep, can you look after them for me?" And he'll be pointing at Black Powder's group.
I got it, Star. You can try to count on me.
Star will grab Stormy's hand and kind of stutter and say, "Stay close, just in case if she tries to hurt you." Chromatics, which team do you prefer to be on? And Star will look at Sam with a shit-eating grin.
I wonder.
The Chromatic's already next to Sam, so...
I think we're all settled.
And
What about
Taylor.
Oh, Taylor. Oh, Taylor, would you like to stick with Reggie?
Sounds good to me.
Look after him?
Oh, that won't be a problem.
All right, gang. Let's go catch us some energy.
So I think we'll go to the front.
Star and Stormy.
Star and Storm are going to the back. Okay. And then the rest are going from the front. So you're just kind of, sandwiching the building at the same time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So you go break up in your respective groups. You start going over to each side of the building. Everyone roll me a perception, seeing or hearing. Seeing or hearing. Whichever one you want is the highest thing. Star, as you're approaching from the back, you start seeing these I guess from afar it looks like a camera. You see this camera pop out from the back. And it starts scanning the area a little bit. And you will hear, coming from the camera, a voice that goes, "Who is there?"
Star's like, "Who is there?" And Star's like, "Everyone, stay low. I don't know if this place has defenses. I don't remember this."
No soliciting, please.
And Star's like, "No soliciting? What the Okay." His hand is gonna glow with some starbursts, and it's gonna target the machine.
Sure.
How close is Star to the machine?
I would say you're within starburst distance, I would say.
Okay. So Star is going to target on the system.
So then that's a fail.
Fail, yeah,
okay.
It's a fail.
So you would try to use your starburst on the camera. It'll miss, and you will hear the turret says, "How rude," and several other cameras come out, and then they have little tiny they basically look like little turrets, and they're just gonna start firing in your direction. What do you all do as these things are like shooting at you all? Star.
Star is gonna tackle Stormy to the side if Star is able to knock him down, and say, "Get down!" As he's knocking down Stormy and warning Sam and the others.
Everyone else on your team, roll a dodge. Whoever is in Star's team, roll a dodge to not take damage. Stormy will give a little bit of a groan as you see something catch like his arm, and some blood starts coming down off of his arm.
Okay.
I'm actually going to ask everyone to roll a dodge because since they've been alerted, there's going to be cameras popping out all over the place with little turrets that'll be firing on you. So just let me know if any of you fail your dodge.
Okay.
I fail.
You don't.
Although
care.
I'm a ghost.
You don't care. It just goes right through you.
I like to think that
I
Tori
critically fail.
winces.
Okay.
I massively
Dodge.
fail.
Okay.
Is there something I can block?
Alright.
Yeah. If you're on Black Powder's side, you can definitely roll. Well, first of all, did you dodge or did you fail, Frankie?
Well, that's what I was saying. It's like, could I block this?
You can, if you want to automatically fail your dodge, then you can roll a block to block Black Powder.
Don't bother blocking me. BetKeep, you would hate it. We made a deal.
But in the heat of it, I don't know if you can. Yeah.
I will
in the heat of
just.
it.
I got a lot of health. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'll just try to go for the dodge.
And that RP.
Yeah, they're about the same anyway, so I'm gonna do a dodge. Okay.
So you're not blocking.
No, I'll just dodge.
Everybody does get to add a +1 to their dodge because of my combat reflexes. It's not much, but it's a +1. So Black Powder, unfortunately, Reginald,
I still critically
Doesn't help me
failed.
either.
it's not going to do much there. But for anybody
I didn't
else,
hear it, and they got a peg. I'm screwed no matter what.
Right?
So Black Powder, you will take. That'll be crit damage.
Yeah.
So my natural damage roll was a 6. So I guess if I'm going with D&D terms, then that would be double damage. So that would be 12 minus whatever your armor gives you if you're absorbing damage. So 12 minus whatever you're absorbing in your armor.
how bad are you looking?
I went from 17 to 6.
Damn.
I'm under half. I believe that creates a effect, doesn't it?
I think it gives you a -2 in your
-2 to all my stuff.
to all your stuff, which cancels out with your morale. Because you have a
Alright.
morale bonus. So
I
just
do have a morale.
your morale bonus from last session will just just
yeah.
cancel it out.
Okay, cool.
So, okay, let me do one side at a time. So it first fired on Star side. So Stormy got hit. He took some damage. Sam dodged, correct?
Yep.
Veed dodged, and the chromatics. Oh wow, the chromatics are able to scatter. Then on Black Powder side, Black Powder took the hit. Taylor's about to do something. Frankie dodged. Tori doesn't care. Shepard will probably be fine.
I was gonna say, if I saw these robots attacking us, could I try to possess the object?
Yeah, you can possess one of them. You can
Yeah.
go and possess one of them. So, okay, cool. Let me go with one side at a time. So Star, Stormy, Sam, Chromatics, Veed. So in response to the firing, Stormy is going to assess the damage on his arm. The Chromatics are going to actually start playing music. And as they're playing music, something happens around Sam. So remember, jazz is transmutation. They can transform things. So Sam, your clothing actually starts to turn metallic, and you now officially have gained an extra 5 damage resistance. 5 damage resistance now with your new clothing.
Nice.
As the Chromatics are maintaining their song. As for Veed, he's going to pull out a playing card, and he's going to drop it down in front of him, and out from the card materializes this I don't know what it's called, but it's a type of turret gun that you can sit in, and like pilot. But nobody has gotten into it yet. I think Veed is waiting to see if anyone else will want to pilot the turret gun.
I'll definitely pull out the Tommy guns and return fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I'll just tell Veed to go ahead and jump in.
Sure. Roll your Tommy gun attack.
Go in.
Roll your damage. Nice. All right. You will fire your Tommy guns, and you will manage to destroy one of the cameras. I'm just gonna say there's 3 cameras on your side, 3 cameras on the other side. Now,
Star's gonna see that Stormy's hit, and Star's gonna be like, "Babe, I'm so sorry." So Star is actually gonna do first aid on Stormy to heal his wound, and Star fails in doing first aid. Yeah, why?
Yeah. So you're not able to heal him this turn. You can try again, but you're not going to heal him this turn. Okay, cool. On Black Powder's side, so in response, Taylor will start to sing this country song, and she actually will transform into Star. She will transform into Star, and sort of, start yelling out at the turrets and say, "Hey!" like in Star's voice, trying to get the turrets to fire in her direction. The shepherd, he basically is going to kind of try to roll and dodge and kind of try to close the distance between him and, I would say, the farthest turret to the right, the farthest camera to the right. So Tori and Frankie and Black Powder, you can act in any order you'd like.
I think with the
Can I go first? 'Cause I might be able to help you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I can't really heal myself or anything, and I'm not good at moving. I'm basically just going to start giving directions for where people to go and use my leadership to try and give everyone a bonus.
Oh, nice.
Also, the little detail, when Sam destroyed one of the turret things, it goes, "Ow, wow, 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 wow. I don't hate you."
So everyone gets a +1 to their combat rolls in this team, at least.
Yes.
Okay.
Suppressing fire.
So since she's possessing one of the objects, she'll turn her little turrets towards one of the other ones and try to shoot at the other robots.
Sure. When you possess the object, you'll hear that turret go, "Oh, hey, that tickles." And then you're gonna start firing at the other turret. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna fire at the other turret. Roll a ranged attack roll. Because add +4 to this. +4 bonus.
+4? Yeah, that makes it.
You will destroy one of the 3 turrets. And then the turret that you just destroyed will say, "Oh, et tu, brute." And then two turrets are left. We are dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Frankie is definitely going to blast one of the turrets with his sonic strike now. That is, he's had it ranged for a while, so now he's going to fully shoot at it. Let's see if I can hit. Yes.
Nice.
This big giant blast will fire towards one of the other remaining turrets. That turret, just before it hits.
Right.
Well, would be just before that turret gets hit by the blast, you'll hear it say, "You are so OP."
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I'm not OP. I was just written this way.
Wait. Get him, Jazz.
Blame Dan the man.
Blame Dan the man.
Because Star was frazzled by seeing Stormy get hit, I'm gonna try again with heal. First aid. Yeah, so my first aid, I got a 13 out of 20.
Okay.
So yeah.
You will heal Stormy, which he will say, "Thanks, love," and he will immediately, now that you've healed his wounds, he grabs reflexively. There's some loose like slab of concrete in the parking lot that he just kind of grabs. It's relatively large, and he just kind of holds it up in front of you and him as like a shield to sort of block the shower of bullets that are being fired by the turret.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna Tommy gun again and see if I can't.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice. You will destroy one of them as it goes, "Wow, you're so cool." and gets destroyed. Veed will also continue firing with his turret and destroy another one. And they will be like, "I'm telling on you," as it dies. So you cleared all of the turrets on that end, at least.
I'll do another leadership roll. Keep giving them bonuses.
Sure, keep giving them bonuses.
Yeah. Ooh! I critically get a +2 bonus this
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. Get MVP.
Yeah, I guess I can try to shoot at the last one, but I mean, I can team up with Frankie somehow if we want.
You can team up with
Yeah.
Frankie, or you can team up with Shepard. What would you prefer?
Ooh. Oh no, with Frankie, I think.
You want to team up with Frankie?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I think they look at each other like, oh, okay.
We got
And
this.
Frankie uses his telekinesis to try to hold the other one in place
Yeah.
as you try to shoot it.
Yeah, and then she'll go shoot. Like, pew, pew, pew.
Nice. Just roll and just make sure you don't fail.
Yeah.
It's a +4.
+4.
+6 because of the bonus.
That's right. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, +6. I make it.
6. Okay,
Yes.
because of the +6 you make it. Yep, you'll fire him. And I guess the turret will just say, "This isn't even fair." I guess the other turret that you're possessing is like, "It's like they're using a game mica." And then Shepard is going to run up to the turret that you're possessing, Tori, and he's just going to do a basketball jump as if he's dunking the basket, but he will instead grab a hold of the turret, and he's just gonna pull, and he'll just yank the thing right off of the cord, I guess, or the cable, and there's gonna be a shock of electricity, which seems to shock him slightly, but he's holding on to it, and then he'll just kind of drop down and then just kind of slam the camera onto the ground as if he was slamming a football onto the ground, and it gets destroyed. But even though you're possessing it, it doesn't hurt you when it
Okay,
gets
cool.
destroyed.
So yeah, I'll get out of it, probably right before he smashes it on the ground if I can.
Good job, Team Blue.
Reggie, are you okay? The star is asking.
I got worse, weirdly. But I'll manage.
We need to patch you up, Star says. She will start administering first aid, just to at least heal you a little bit. Yeah. Staler, I'll call it Staler. Staler will be able to heal you 3 points of damage. Staler will say, "Looks like Energy has gotten a few tricks up her sleeve this time."
We didn't keep any way to stay in contact with the other group, did we? Other than your phones, I guess.
Oh no. We can check.
If we ran into those two, might want to make sure they're okay.
So
I don't know, am I getting signal? I'm checking Meat Grinder too.
You definitely are getting signal, yeah. So if you could conceivably text each other right now, or call each other, or whatever,
Yeah,
you technically can text, yeah.
I text Star, the real Star. It's not Staler. Hey, are you okay? Black Barrow took it in the face.
Not in the face.
Oh, you know what I mean.
and you'll see the elliptical little And you hear the little. And Star be like, what? In the face? Is he still alive?
Yes, Taylor fixed him.
Start with a bunch of question marks. Taylor?
Yeah, you know, Taylor, she transformed to look like you. So it's just Taylor.
And you just see the emoji face like this. And then WTF.
At that point, Stormy says, "There's 2 stars right now." He sort of like rubs his chin.
I send a clown emoji.
There's 2 stars right now.
I will look at him and be like, you are not helping. And he'll be red when he says it. You are not helping.
He says, well, if there's 2 stars, doesn't that mean that there's 10 altogether?
Frankie adds everyone to the group chat. It's easier this way. Not why we didn't think of this before.
Right? Star would be like, good point. I don't know why I didn't think about this.
I don't think Sam and BP know how to use these.
Yeah. Instead of WhatsApp, this is what the app.
What the?
I just get updates on the radio. Like Siri just reading it out for me.
I'm
Right?
just reading over Taylor's shoulder, basically.
Star will say, does Black Powder need, do I need to heal him? Is he in, like asking, is this a 911?
I'll manage.
Star will be
Got
like,
patched up by Taylor.
Tori will send
But
a
we-
pirate emoji and a thumbs up emoji.
Star will send back the heart emoji and this sign, like, love you guys, emoji, and say, okay. And Star will relay it all back and say, well, everyone seems to be okay. And then Star will also reply, I think I triggered the turret. It's my fault. So sorry. And like a long, so sorry. And like the sad face looking down.
Tori sends like the little like eye roll emoji.
So are we just going on with the original plan then? I don't think we have the element of surprise anymore.
No. Star will send back, I suppose not.
Should we just barge in then?
What does Sam think?
Star will show Sam his phone.
Yep. Everybody head in.
Alright.
All right. So from Star's side, as you are making your way to the back entrance of the station, you'll pass by one of the damaged turrets, and that turret, you'll actually hear it speaking, error, booting, doors 10, booting, doors 10, error.
Star will he'll start texting all that to everyone else saying, turret is saying booting doors 10, error.
It's their version of Windows. It's
Yeah.
doors.
Yeah.
Their version of Windows is doors.
Yes. And Star will like relay that it's the internet software.
The Chromatics says, oh, Sam, maybe you can do a little bit of I don't know, good cop, bad cop interrogation skills or something. Ooh, yes, I think that would be so hot.
I will go and grab a hold of any components that I can see and see if they revert back, and tell Star and Stormy that if they can help with any of the machinery, they're welcome to.
So you're gonna go to the turret thing and do what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to grab a hold of it and see if I can like get it to revert a little bit.
Yeah.
In componentry.
Yeah. You can. Yes.
We need to get in. Can you open the doors?
Are you trying to? It will kind of resist a little bit and say, "No trespassers allowed. No trespassers allowed."
We're music executives.
Music executives. We hate music. We hate music.
Bad answer, Sam.
Oh yeah, that was a bad answer. I forgot.
We will destroy all music. We will destroy all music.
I'm going to say the station is broadcasting music. We need to shut it down.
It will just continue saying, we hate music. We will destroy all music. At that point, that's all it'll say is we hate music. We will destroy all music.
No, I'm just not good with computers. We just need to get to energy.
Yes.
So these doors aren't opening, Veed says as he looks at the door, because it seems like they're electronically locked right now.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad Frankie's got the grenade.
Right.
Stormy is just going to go up to the door, and he's going to try to, just like force it. Mm-hmm. And he seems to be making a dent. He's making a lot of noise though, but he probably will be able to break it down eventually.
I'll help him with it.
Star will be like, good job, babe. But Star will be looking around to see if there's anything else like might be other turrets in other places. And Star is also relaying everything. Sam and Babe are busting down the door. That's the noise.
The chromatics are like watching the two of you go at it, like trying to pound the door down for maybe like a couple minutes. And then Sam, roll a perception roll or insight.
Oh my god, I support this.
Frankie replies with the rolling on the ground emoji, the laughing one with the sideways, like.
Yes.
Oh no, horrible.
Okay, Star, roll an insight. I'm just curious.
11 out of 4.
So you have a sense that the chromatics know something, but they're not saying anything at the moment. And B, based on the way that they're watching Sam, they're enjoying watching Sam try to break down this door. They're thoroughly enjoying it. But they also know something, but they're not saying anything yet.
Okay. So Star is going to be like, all right, girls, spill. I know you enjoy the black and white view, but what do you know?
Well, we think we know how to get through those doors, but we were just going to see if the big, strong man wanted to, use a little bit of their testosterone for a little bit before us ladies, decided to give it a little bit more of a finesse touch.
Star will laugh and say, okay, how do we get in? But Star's going to let them continue bash, but so they can enjoy the view. But how did we get in?
Sweetheart, we're jazz. It's what we do. And so they start playing music because they can transmute things. And they will transmute the door to rust.
Star will hug one of the chromatics and say, this is why I love you guys. Everything I said bad about imps isn't true. You guys have proven your worth today.
What do you say about imps now? Yeah, what you say about imps, Star?
Well, it's kind of known that you guys are tricksters and you kind of snatch souls when you give people candy. That's what I've been told.
Oh, that is just a silly rumor. Yeah, that's a stereotype. You should know better than that, Star. Shame on you. When they're doing this in a very teasing way, not in a serious way.
Star will be like, I suppose you're right. But Star is also relaying everything back to everyone else. So everything that's being said, Star is like saying it all. Saying, Chromat, go for it.
But you're not completely wrong. She said, if we see something we want, we will snatch it. Oh yeah, we will snatch it. And they're looking towards Sam right now.
And then Star will put the water droplet emojis and say chromatics, and then put like a little picture of like a gun or a magnifying glass saying chromatics thirsty for Sam.
Frankie sends back the mind blown emoji like.
Well, that sounds about right.
Oh.
So now that the door has been rusted, very easily Sam and Stormy can break it down very easily.
Star's gonna say, we're in. How about you guys?
So on the other side, meanwhile, while all this is happening in parallel, you get to the front, and at the front, it doesn't look like the doors are mechanically locked in the front, but there does seem to be a chain with like a padlock on the chain.
Mash it, Frankie.
I break it. I break it.
Roll might or whatever it is that you would use to break it.
Frankie smash!
Just try with
Frankie
strength.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, critical.
Jesus.
Critical.
my
That is epic critical right there.
How does he break it with a critical roll like that?
I think he will do the just getting his arm around the chain and just wrapping it and wrapping it and wrapping and just boom, pulling the whole thing right out.
Yeah, very easily you'll be able to pull it right out. Okay, cool. So both of you will have both entrances available to walk through if you like.
Star's gonna say, "It sounds like you made it in."
I send the muscle arm emoji.
And Star was like, "Well, sounds like they're in." And then Star will say, "Well, the element of surprise is gone, obviously, and the noise we've generated, I'm pretty sure energy is waiting. Be alert," and have like the little looking eyes. Send the little looking eyes.
Thumbs up.
You all will enter from both sides. Now, as soon as you start entering, the first thing that you will notice is that you will lose service. You will lose phone service within the building, of course. And it's eerily quiet in this rundown radio station. Like the lights are flickering. It does certainly seem like some people have been in here recently. And yeah, you'll just make your way, but it is dead silent in here, and I don't know if any of you like make anything of it or say anything about it.
It's kind of weird. Should it be this quiet in a radio station?
Do you say that out loud?
I whisper it.
You whisper it, but no sound comes out. You know, if you try to speak, which with Sam knows very well. He's been in a situation before. Everybody, if you try to make any noise, any sound, there's nothing. It is dead silence, which is a problem because if you don't have sound, you can't make music, and if you can't make music, you can't cast magic. Unless your magic comes from something other than music.
Ooh, we can sign. Can we sign to black powder?
Yeah, you can sign black. This was yeah.
You can also
sign
read
to
your
black
lips. So
And you can read your lips. So I'm gonna very crudely try to sound like. I don't know what the actual ASL
you can't
Oh,
hear
okay.
sign
anything?
for like actually.
Said now we
We can't say anything. I'm just saying we can't say anything, but
You can't say anything. Yeah, and Taylor looks very uncomfortable in here now. Staler looks very uncomfortable because without hearing, like she's pretty much has no
And
way.
She's deaf
And
and,
I would-
blind.
Yeah,
I would
she's
say
deaf
that
and
there's
blind.
there's no sound.
no sound at all. There's
Yeah,
no sound.
that's
at all.
what I would say is like there's not that we can't hear, is that there's no sound.
All right. Also signing back, obviously. Keep your eyes out and be ready for physical confrontation. These people can't use their magic. And I'll keep Taylor close to me because I know she cannot see and she cannot hear. And I don't know if she knows sign language at all, but I'm gonna try and write in her hand using my finger.
Yes.
And of stay close. There's no
Okay.
sound. I got you.
Frankie would say, get back to back.
Yeah, okay, Frankie will take back to back. Shepard is a little slow, so he looks very confused. He's just you're trying to speak, but nothing's coming out, and he's like, almost like he's choking.
I take Frankie's phone and type it out and show it to him.
that child.
He just says, "Yay!" he does that, and Veed, Veed is takes out his cards, and he's just going through his deck right now. He's not saying a word, but he's just going through his deck, trying to figure out, is there anything I can do to fix this? And then as for Taylor is semi panicking because she's literally like not in a good place with all of this, and the chromatics look very disturbed by this, but they're trying to like maintain their chill, and they're gonna continue to like surround Sam just to make sure he's okay. Eventually, you all will meet in the middle of the building. So I'm just gonna say all of you are now in the room together, and there's like a chalkboard that has all these different equations written on it, and then you see these diagrams and these blueprints, which is definitely like not something you would normally see in a radio station. There's blueprints and diagrams, and you can see like a diagram of the satellite. And if you look through like some of the notes, roll and investigate. Anyone who wants to investigate can roll and investigate. Anyone who succeeded realizes that this entire station has been converted into a special device, which is essentially a giant noise cancellation station, which is basically it emits sound waves that has the same amplitude but with inverted phase against the things that it's trying to like silence, basically. And it's all very complicated, and I know in real life this probably would never be a thing, but essentially it just cancels out sound. Why they want to cancel out sound, you're not really sure, but it's powerful enough that it could cancel out all sound in the entire, like in all of the city, all sound.
So real quick, I haven't hit my search yet because I want to use my one of my traits as well with my search. Yeah. And it's my intuition, which is going to add to it. I want to see when I'm searching two things. I want to see, can we take this technology with us to Frankie's world? And
you caught what I was kind of setting up here. You 100% caught that. Good.
And
Good.
Can I like find out how or where to go to get this like primary central aspect?
Cool. Go ahead and roll then. Yes, you can. The answer is yes.
So it'll be a +6 to that. So that's cool. Definitely.
You 100% can bring this technology back to his world. You can't bring the satellite very easily unless you're very creative on how you would do that. But you can definitely take blueprints. There does seem to be like a prototype that was used that could be, leveraged maybe. And with the +6, you gain a little bit more intuition as to maybe what the motive is. And your gut is telling you that energy. Your gut is knowing this limited interaction you have energy and like why she decided to go with Davy Deals. She's kind of jealous of magic. She's kind of jealous that magic is becoming the main force in this world, which is, going to replace science. So soon people are going to use magic to solve all their problems. And she thinks science is superior. So with the power of science, she can silence the entire city with this noise cancellation speaker. So that's what your gut's telling you is the motive.
I'm going to sign out. Nothing worse than an energy scorned.
I'll be like, what are you talking about? And Sar will spell out Abe. What are you talking about?
So he'll sign back that all of this is set up because energy feels magic through music is going to destroy the possibility of science, and energy believes science is superior, and she thinks you're shit.
Star will be like, that's stupid. Why would you feel that way? Magic and I forgot the word for science work together.
She doesn't believe so.
So I'll be like, what a bitch.
Black Panther will sign back. It's just another fanatic.
Very true.
It'll be at this point that there will be these little... Okay, so I'm just going to call a knockoff of the portal turrets. The knockoff of the portal turrets will actually start coming into the room, filing. There's probably like 24 of them, and they're not firing, but they are coming in and they have their little cannon things like aimed into the center of the room where all of you all are, and you'll then see a knockoff of GLaDOS. You'll see a knockoff of GLaDOS with the little eye stalk thing come out from the ceiling, and surprisingly, the only sound that you hear coming from this room is from the mechanical eyeball-looking thing, and you'll hear ha 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 ha. Now I have you right where I want you. This more feminine-sounding voice, which you recognize as energy, but her voice is sort of like changed as she's gained a new level of existence now. You have fallen right into my trap.
Sam grabs Star's phone and puts the shit emoji.
Sassy Sam!
As all the little turrets come, Frankie's instinct would have been to put up his wall, his defensive wall.
Oh, yes, that you can do.
Yeah.
That you can do.
That would have been the first thing, and he's just holding it, like, looking for direction. Oh shit, I agree.
I think Tori would, I think she would try to, like, flip him off, but she has wings, so it's like a feather just pops up.
So I kind of remove to make sure that he's like between Taylor and any turrets, but also like sign over to Star. Please, for the love of God, don't let him monologue.
Okay.
I get enough of that from Captain Red Cat.
I will be laughing and nodding, and Star will look at Energy and say, "Why? I thought we were family."
She says, family? Don't you get it? She says, I was using you the whole time.
And Star will say, "Using me?"
Yes, she says, your emotions, your ability to try to see the good in everything, that's your weakness. You played right into my hands, right into Davy Deals' hands, right into Taylor's hands. You're so trusting, which makes you so gullible. No wonder you get kidnapped all the time.
Excuse me? No. And Star will say, "Because I care, I'm sorry, that makes me," y'all probably like, "What the fuck are you signing?"
Right.
So that makes me not gullible, that makes me loving, and it makes people open and helpful, and it creates connections. Not that it makes me weak or gullible. Yeah, I might get kidnapped twice a week, but that's not a bad thing, because look at all the friends that I have because of the connections I made. So Star will indicate with their arms, kind of like the army of people behind them, and say, "What do you really have? You're alone."
The device tilts its head. Now who's monologuing?
Star will say, "It's a necessary monologue," but Star will kind of glance at Sam. Out of character, there's like, you said there's like is there like a device Star can see the sound dampening system?
A device that Sam can see?
No, just a device that Star or anyone can see that, like, oh, this is the thing that will dampen the sound.
Roll a perception?
Okay. Ha! Best roll of the day. I got a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything in this room, although I'm gonna say that you kind of sense, because of, you kind of get a sense that the dampening signal is coming from, I'm just gonna call it Eidos. It's coming from Eidos up above.
Star will kind of glance up, but look at Sam and then kind of glance up and then look back at Eidos and say, and sign, "If I surrender myself, will you let everyone go?"
Do you take me for a fool? They know too much. If I let them go, they're just going to meddle in this plans another day. No. You're talking about connections? Well, I think it's time to disconnect all of you from this as quickly as possible, and that's when the turrets are going to start to like power up to fire. So you have 6 seconds to like do something, Star, before they start to fire.
Who has the flux capacitor thingy?
I'll have it.
Star will look at Sam and say, "Stop!" Like stop time. Like, stop time as fast as possible.
I'm gonna pull it out, but before I hit it, I'm gonna motion for Tori to get up to the top because I saw a star like indicating that there's something up. So I'm gonna indicate for Tori to get up, and I am going to pass Tori the flux capacitor.
Oh, okay.
Veed will pull out he was going through his deck, and then he holds up a card, and the only thing that's on the card is a grenade that he's showing. The only thing he's showing on the card is a grenade. That's it. To the group. What do y'all do?
Frankie gets that cue.
I'm also gonna motion to do something quick, and I'm gonna try one more leadership roll to just give that boost.
Yeah.
Nice.
What I can do right now, I don't have any kind of ranged shit.
That's
Out
okay.
of
That's
character,
okay.
we want to do the grenade or the
You're
flux
fine.
conductor.
You're good. Everyone gets a +1.
Cool.
Nice. So yeah, we just need to decide which item we're using.
Oh, Frankie's doing this.
Do
Yeah,
it.
Frankie's doing the grenade, but if Tori's doing the
Oh,
flux capacitor too, you got both
You
options.
can do both.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
answer
so-
is yes.
Sure, both.
But the
Yeah,
flux
she
capacitor will pause us too, not just. Well, Tori will be the only one able to move. So we'll be paused too, so we don't get the extra action. Whoever has it has to be the one doing that extra action.
So I guess the question is like, should probably do that before Frankie throws a grenade, or like
It's
Jury.
up to you.
Or just give the
Or
grenade
give
to
the
her.
grenade to Frankie.
Oh, I think he has it.
Yeah, Frankie's got
Frankie
the
has
grenade.
a
I think he has it.
They're either
Yeah.
give the flux inductor to Frankie or Frankie gives the grenade to Tori.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, either one.
Well, okay, since I can go up. I guess I'll start with that before Frankie even throws a grenade.
I mean, literally, Frankie can just hold out the grenade and you hit the flux inductor and you
Yeah.
just take it off his hand. Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
You can just do that.
Which is probably what's gonna happen. Like he's gonna bring out the grenade to throw it, and then you stop time,
And then you
can
stop
easily.
time.
So he's like mid-throw.
Exactly.
Exactly. Just like that. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
All right. So Tori clicks the flux inductor before the turrets start to fire, and then now here's my question: are you bringing the barrier down then,
Yes.
so that she can bring the? Okay.
I would have
So-
brought the shield down, pull out the
All right.
grenade to throw it.
Yeah. So Tori, what do? You have an extra 6 seconds. An extra 6 seconds to do anything that you want.
Okay. Cool. So then I guess I'll go up.
Okay. And then what else are you doing? What else are you doing with the 6 seconds you have?
Sorry, I guess out of character. I'm just confused about the order.
I'm confused.
Okay.
Because I thought you were going to take the grenade up and blow up the camera
What's
thing.
up? Okay, sorry.
I thought that you were going to take the grenade and blow her up.
Oh, I thought we needed out of game as a player. I thought we need that thing intact.
Well, we
But I
wanted
was
it
going to use it.
intact,
I was going to
but-
use the grenade on the turrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was going to throw. I was going to throw on the turrets.
Okay, well, the reality is you can't discuss this in 6 seconds. So
No.
Tori's got to do whatever Tori
Go, Tori.
thinks she needs
Go.
to do.
Yeah.
And if Tori just twiddles her fingers for 6 seconds, just twiddles her fingers for 6 seconds.
Can you imagine? A big old feathers.
We let Tori be in charge. Oh Lord.
Go, Tori,
Gut
go.
reaction, what do you think Tori would do? Just gut reaction.
I think she would have followed Sam's directions.
So you would have flown up.
Blown up. I'm not sure what's up. It's the
It's the Eidos thing. You're flying up to Eidos, and then do you do anything else other than flying up to Eidos?
I guess I would try to disable the noise cancellation device by I don't
Roll
know
me a
my
science roll.
science roll IQ.
Yep, you
You got this.
12 out of 12.
Okay. You succeed, but it'll take time for you to figure out where and how to do that. So, way longer than 6 seconds. So, time's up. Frankie, you still have the grenade in your hand.
Oh, okay.
So, you're gonna throw it into the turrets?
Yes.
Alright. You throw the grenade at the turrets. Roll.
Is that
And if you-
D5?
5.
Vanilla pudding.
Vanilla pudding.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you create a 20-foot radius of slippery and delicious pudding. Any creature that moves quickly through it must make a dexterity check of 12 or fall prone. So I'm just going to say, so I said there were 24 of them. I'm going to say a third of them will be affected by the pudding, and they're just going to be like slipping and sliding. And you'll hear the tourists go, whoa, 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 whoa! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Frankie looks very confused, but amused, and then he tastes the pudding like, it's good.
It's, yeah.